And just up the road from Morgan City, Franklin, another location in St. Mary Parish that felt the brunt of the storm. That's where they're now flooding, power outages, and down trees.
And there's also a curfew in effect for the city of Franklin until tomorrow morning at 7. Storm Track 15 meteorologist Michael Crowley joins us from Franklin, where he's talking with the mayor about the situation there.
We're currently in Franklin, where torrential rains have been falling for the past 4 or 5 hours here in Franklin. We've been stuck in the eye wall for about 3 of those hours. And as you take a look behind me, we're looking at flooding in the roads. I know it's kind of dark, it's hard to really see what's going on, but most of the roads going out of Franklin right now are entirely flooded right now. But hopefully we can see some of this draining in the next few hours ahead of us, but in the darkness it's going to be especially dangerous for those of you who want to go and drive around. Again, that curfew is now in effect, and there are police cars going all over the place. So if you are going to try to drive around, you will be stopped and you will be sent home and possibly disciplined for that. So just stay inside, stay dry, because trust me, you do not want to be out in this. But in case I wasn't a good enough person to hear it from, let's talk to the mayor of Franklin. Right. And what would you say to people who want to go sightseeing, see some of these floodwaters?
Well, first off, we've implemented a curfew from 4 p.m. until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. We're asking everyone to please stay off the roadway. Please do not go out and sightsee. That is very, very discourteous to some of the homeowners who may have flood water that might be right at their doorstep. If you drive through with a car, the wake will push that water into someone's home. So we're praying for a break with some of the rainfall so our pumps can catch up and we can suck some of this water out of Franklin. And from what I understand in some of the forecasts that I've seen, hopefully by 9 o'clock we should get a break that we need so our pumps can catch up. But all of our pumps are working at full capacity. We have all of our pumps that are manned by city personnel to ensure that nothing happens, and so we're grateful on that end. Our water and sewer departments are operating at full capacity, so hopefully everything will be okay. We're just asking everyone to remain vigilant, stay safe, continue to hunker down, and listen to your local law enforcement officials and local officials as far as when we move into tomorrow, deal with, if the will remain in place, depending on how quickly CLECO can restore the power.
So in terms of impacts, you mentioned the power outages. A couple of this neighborhood behind me is definitely without power.
Yes.
How much of Franklin is out of power, and what are the impacts and reports that you've been receiving?
Well, just about all of Franklin is out of power as we speak. So CLECO will have their work cut out in the next day or so. But hopefully it's not widespread as far as the damage to the infrastructure is concerned, as far as being able to reconnect everyone. So that's really one of my main concerns. I know that Bayou Bend Hospital, they have their auxiliary power and they have power, but I don't think they've ever lost any power. And water and sewer plant, police and fire departments, we all have generator power, but I'm very hopeful that CLECO could restore the power.
So in terms of the floodwaters, we're expecting this to start draining in the next hour.
Yes,
so if the rain does.
Yes, as a matter of fact, rainfall in such a short period of time, you will get some localized street flooding as we're seeing right now. And it's just a tremendous amount of rain. Understanding that it's been nearly 6 to nearly 8 inches in less than a 2-hour period. That is a tremendous amount of rain.
That should be all that I have for you guys. Thank you. We're going to be looking at more of these conditions continuing for the time being. Even though we're getting out of the eye wall now in Franklin, conditions continue to deteriorate. Track 15